James always so smart, one of the highest basketball IQs we've ever seen.
Did you hear that? Let me play it again for you. These Rich Paul appointed Olympic team announcers are something else.
James always so smart, one of the highest basketball IQs we've ever seen.
This happened at the last game that I broke down. They were completely out of context, just giving LeBron James these compliments, and he throws the ball away. And they just pretend it doesn't happen. They just keep on going. The other thing I want to mention is what's he doing here that deserves for you to talk about his IQ? Why are you talking about this? He deserves to have a dunce cap on after this. It's always this generic, without any actual context, compliment about his IQ. Can I have one solid, specific example one time on one of these shows or from one of these announcers about exactly why he has a high IQ? Look at that. Let me be crystal clear. If the player had done something really smart or amazing, and that inspired the announcers to start talking about that person's intelligence or basketball IQ, that's one thing. Nothing was happening here. It was just like the script said, oh, we're at this point in the game, insert another LeBron comment. Insert more LeBron compliments. Nothing warranted them starting to talk about this. And it's so funny that he happens to be screwing up every time these points in the script that say compliment LeBron James are taking place. And here comes the change in the game. The difference maker. This is why everyone is so upset about him joining the Warriors, because deep down they knew he was actually the best player in the league. You know what? If LeBron was the best player in the league, then it should have been fine that the Warriors got another player, because LeBron and the Cavs were stacking the deck. They were stacking the deck and trying to super team it every offseason. The Warriors finally added a piece. Besides who was drafted, that's just a team of draftees. Then they added an actual piece. God forbid. Oh, well, this is a great option, but don't take it. Otherwise, you'll be ridiculed. Listen, if LeBron was who LeBron is supposed to be, it shouldn't have mattered. The Cavs still should have won. LeBron should have gotten the better of KD. He didn't.
Check in.
And something else happened. Not to take away from the Slim Reaper, but when Jokic goes out, listen, they've got some decent players, but Jokic is pretty much their only real star caliber player.
Swing. Durant.
What's his name? What's his name?
Pulls. Screen from Davis. Edwards pulls and knocks it down. No, Tina couldn't get it. Durant. And Durant flexing towards that U.S. bench a little.
I'm glad Durant at least knows that childish flex that LeBron does is something to laugh about. At least he's smiling. He knows that it's a stupid thing to do. He's joking. LeBron's serious when he does it.
Late to this team, Kawhi Leonard had to pull out, and that was.
Keep this play in mind, because something similar happens with LeBron later, but that Serbian definitely took an angle and led with the shoulder. The only thing I would say is that it looks like KD sees it coming and turns toward the guy. You know, you could almost call that a defensive maneuver to make sure your ass doesn't go flying. But it's very different than what happens with LeBron. Pause for copyright purposes. Yeah, that's not even a play on the ball. And KD handles it well. And he responds about as well as you can. This is the very next play. Drains a three. I don't know why he was left that wide open. They must have thought he was LeBron James. That looks like LeBron James during a regular season game in the NBA. I'm just going to go ahead and do this right now. It's actually from another game, but it's a similar situation. But the Serbian player is actually moving parallel. He kind of goes towards LeBron, but he's also going parallel. And LeBron's doing a hesitation move, so he can't tell which direction he's going. If you pay close attention, LeBron James sees what's happening, gathers, and then launches himself into the other player. In contrast to the Durant play, this defender actually gets hit in the chest by LeBron's shoulder and arm, whereas Durant got hit by a Serbian player who led with shoulder and arm, and Durant handled it better than LeBron handled this. Now, LeBron James has 60 pounds on this dude. You never see LeBron get brave with a guy his size or bigger, and that's why this is embarrassing. And this is why, by the way, this comes compliments of a LeBron fanboy. I want to thank you for showing your face, because this is exactly what I imagined you embarrassing look like and sound like.
Bro, imagine being so good.
Oh my God, you prepubescent, easily brainwashed, creatures. What happens to you guys? How are you attracted to a cheating steroid freak and find him to be your role model? Listen to him. He even has to throw in the bro.
Where the only thing your opponent can do is just mock you because that's how good you are.
All right. Since you don't have a dad, or at least not a dad with a penis, I'll explain to you. He's being mocked for his childish, insecure behavior, not because he's good. If LeBron James didn't do that douchebag flex and seek approval constantly, then people wouldn't make fun of him. Not only does LeBron James have 60 pounds on this defender, but LeBron James led with his shoulder on this play. Tell me about the skill involved. Tell me, you're so impressed that he's good. Tell me what is skillful on this play. Are you impressed that this guy goes and spends millions of dollars juicing up and spends several more $1 million trying to replace the hair on his head that his juicing helps get rid of? LeBron, could you go save a rainforest with the money that you're spending on the hair that you're also spending money getting rid of with your steroid addiction? Since this is what we've decided is inspiring basketball, I guess Marco should go spend some time at the Biogenesis Clinic, put on 60 pounds of roid muscle, and come back and plow into people, because that's what we've decided skilled basketball is. Great. I'm so proud of the United States right now. Kid, I don't know why you think this is great. You look like Caitlin Clark could break you in half with one hand. I know, I'm picking on a kid or whatever I'm looking at here. I'm sorry. It's just the stupidity level scares me. The ease of the brainwashing really freaks me out. It makes me think of how doomed we all are. The real kicker is how you guys switch from being proud of him being a steroid-induced bruiser to being the biggest guy on the floor, falling down the easiest of everyone. How do you get behind both of those things at the same time?